So welcome back this morning. Even dogs are feeling under the weather as we head into winter, and a new kind of bacterial infection could be causing your canine to feel sick. An infectious respiratory disease was first detected among dogs a few months ago, and it's now spreading to at least 5 states, including here in Indiana. Dr. Rachel Campbell, veterinarian and the medical director for Pet Wellness Clinics, joins me this morning to share more about this mysterious dog illness. Dr. Campbell, good to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Appreciate you coming on the day after Thanksgiving.
Sure, of course.
Let's talk about what you all are seeing.
Yeah, so it's one of those things I don't want to come on the news and talk about a mysterious illness, but then when you guys asked me to talk about it, I was like, I feel like we've seen that as a group. When I read about it and I heard about it as well, of course, as a national topic, it's the past, I feel like since like August, September, October, we've been seeing
a few months. Tons
of coughing dogs, and some developing into severe pneumonias. And I personally had one case that was what ended up the pet didn't make it with severe pneumonia. And so again, as it's kind of been this, when I heard about the topic, I'm like, yeah, what is it? What's going on? Because we've been talking about it a lot as a group of doctors amongst our clinics, so I'm sure that others are as well.
What are the symptoms of this illness?
So if you ever heard of kennel cough, and that's just a layman's term we say for coughing dogs, but coughing, hacking, gagging, a lot of people think they're choking almost, because it's like there's something stuck in their throat.
But it's unusual to hear dogs cough.
Yeah, and again, there's a lot of other symptoms like nasal discharge. They can be lethargic, they can not want to eat. There's all these different ones. It depends on the severity and how bad the disease is affecting that dog. But it's, of course, we don't know if it's all these things have been related to one isolated bacteria or virus, or if it's just been a collaboration of things. But it's just one of those things that we feel like in this area we've definitely been seeing the past few months. Yeah.
When should owners take their dogs to the vet if they suspect they may have this?
So and that's across the board. We see kennel cough all the time, even if you don't take your dogs to the kennel. But if your dog, definitely if they are not eating, if they're acting lethargic, on top of having a cough, or it's keeping them up at night, those are all things that you definitely want to contact your veterinarian about. When you have dogs that, just like yourself, you don't cough a couple times, you may not go to the doctor. But if your pet's acting ill, definitely want to seek attention at that point.
And the biggest question is, can it be spread to humans?
From what I've heard, I don't feel like as a group we've heard any feedback from owners saying that they were coughing, the family was coughing. So we haven't really gotten that vibe in this area. Of course, again, there's a lot of answers that need to be made, and we're not exactly sure what's been causing it. We just know that we've been talking about coughing dogs. It's just an odd time of year as well, and I feel like, to be honest, I feel like the past couple weeks have been better, knock on wood. It was worse a couple months ago. But now we're coming into holiday season, and so that's when a lot of dogs are boarded and kenneled, and that's where
around other pets.
Yeah, and that's when we see it again. So it was a little bit of an odd timing, and was why also we started talking about it a lot. And I was like, why is this? What's going on? Because this is a weird time for all these coughing dogs.
And before we wrap up, what else can pet owners do to keep their pets safe and healthy from any illness?
Yeah, so just, keeping your pets vaccinated, up to date on the vaccines, and of course trying to get those vaccines done not like the day before you go on vacation. Trying to keep them current in general. And then, if your dog is at risk or has immune compromised, diseases or anything like that, you may want to consider a pet sitter, keeping them away from other dogs, because of course, if they're at the kennels, they're going to be more apt to pick things like this up. All
right, Dr. Rachel Campbell, a veterinarian and the medical director for Pet Wellness Clinics. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. For more information and details on Pet Wellness Clinics, head to fox59.com/links. It is 8:20.